Hello everybody and welcome along. It's time for Rapid League basketball action here from Dunedin this evening, and we have the Otago Nuggets up against the Franklin Bulls, and these two teams going at it for the first time this season. So should be interesting little weekend coming for the Bulls in particular. Not only are they playing Otago tonight, but on Sunday they make the trip down to Invercargill, and looking forward to seeing them on their southern swing. Crystal Ledger-Walker Tallfern is with me, and Crystal, yeah, it's an interesting kind of scenario for both these teams at the moment. Otago going okay in the Rapid League. They've still got a positive winning record, so they're in a solid spot at the moment.
Yeah, they are, and they'll have the addition of Zach McKenzie dropping back down into their Rapid League lineup today. So got some size inside to kind of bolster them up against this Bulls squad. So we'll see how that one plays out.
Indeed. So 5 and 4 are the Otago Nuggets in fourth place, and there's the Bulls 4 and 6. It's a tightly congested field coming into this game, so an important game for the Bulls. If they can get the win here, it'll just kick them clear of a couple of teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They've had a lot of changes in and out of their squad, especially in this Rapid League mix. But they've got a really strong core, especially with the likes of Peyton Hughes and those Pukekohe High School old school guys coming back into this mix.
Yeah, absolutely. Peyton Hughes has played every single game, and he's in there again this evening alongside Taipako Rangi, Harry Kelso, Corey Perry today, and Hunter Saville, who's a Waikato player. A young player coming through the system, just 17 years of age. So that is the team to be coached today by Jamie Reddish. And here is the Otago team: Caleb Smiler, Patrick Journey Tippenet, Liam Boomer Oak Chisholm, and Harry Bizet. A lot of these guys have been in this Nuggets Rapid League team all season, in particular Oak Chisholm and Harry Bizet. And that Smiler-Hughes battle, that's going to be quite an interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah, really will, especially on the offensive end of things. Both of those guys really get things going. Peyton Hughes known for his potent scoring, especially from outside the three-point line. And Caleb Smiler, knowing as one of the best assisters in this competition, really gets the ball moving for the Nuggets offense. Yeah,
Smiler's numbers all round are excellent. 7 points per game at 67%. He's grabbing 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals a game. And Peyton Hughes, you're right there too, 8 points per game at 33%. He's one of the key scorers in this Bulls lineup.
Yeah, he really is. And Caleb Smiler, actually, the real key difference in their last matchup versus the Sharks. They were down big in the first quarter, but he was the one that really led them out of the hole and got the win over the Sharks for them in the end.
I don't know about Smiler's form in this game. We were watching him in the warm-up a short time ago, Crystal, and he couldn't miss the 3 line. He got like 5 in a row. Hope that's not an omen for this game. How many times have we seen guys go cold after going great in the warm-up? You never did that, of course, though, right?
No, never, and we're not going to jinx him like that, because I think the Nuggets need him to have a strong scoring night, especially without Tyson Thatupayese in the lineup.
Exactly. Thatupayese is going to be starting in the NZNBL game, so congratulations to him. Now, this is Perry. Good defense, good zone set by Otago already in this game, and they've got the stop they needed. And down court comes Bizet. He gives it off to Chisholm. Nice drive to the basket from Chisholm, and there's the first basket of the game.
Great aggressive take out of that punch screen, turned the corner and got himself straight to the rim.
He's been going great too at 6 points per game. Chisholm, the young point guard, he's only 18. Here's Perry again. Pakarangi. Bulls finding it tough to get a good look early in this game. He's to miss that time from Kelso, and it's still going to be Bulls ball.
We know that the Nuggets have really put a point of emphasis on this defensive end of the game, led by head coach Jeff Sparrow. Really likes to clog the paint and make things difficult.
Well, that's a soft turnover from the Bulls, and down court comes Caleb Smiler. And that's a foul, as we saw a strong drive to the basket from Bizet. And it's going to be on Perry, that foul.
And that's where it's key, having someone like Caleb Smiler in your mix that can really initiate and make great decisions in the break.
Exactly, and now Bizet goes to the line. Going at 6 points per game. In his 7 games so far, he's featured in 4 games of the NZNBL this year too. Not bad for the young man. Another teenager coming out of Otago. It's a nice start by the Nuggets. They're 4-0 up at the moment. A bit of full court pressure too coming. A little eager there. Smiler pinged for the foul.
Yeah, really quick press out of that free throw situation. It's easy to set up when you make those, and you know your whole team can see how it's about to develop and get in the correct spacing. But we see them drop back to the half court.
So here come the Bulls again through Perry again. Hughes over to Pakarangi. Nice short pass this time into Perry. Didn't want to take on Liam Boomer though, did he? Bulls with time ticking away. Another stop. And there's Corey Perry at his best, getting possession back for his team.
Yeah, that's exactly what Corey Perry does well, is those extra possessions he can get hustling hard, picking up full court and chasing O boards like that one we just saw.
Now the shot got away in time, but that's another excellent stop by the Nuggets. Made a strong start defensively in this game.
Yes, they have, and they're really forcing the Bulls to take those outside shots. They're not giving them many paint touches early in this one.
Comes Chisholm again with McKenzie. Chisholm again gives it to McKenzie, who rolled away really well there. Nice kick-out pass. Oh, Otago a little unlucky not to be 7-0 up at this early stage.
Great dish by the Nuggets, but that's what it gives you when you put someone that's 6'9" and Zach McKenzie rolling to the hoop.
McKenzie's proving a handful already. Bazette with the inbound pass. Marched tightly by Kelso. The two Harrys on each other there. Now here's McKenzie. Pakarangi, a beautiful little pass again. It wasn't quite handled by Journey Tippini. Still, the idea was right there from Zach McKenzie.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with Zach McKenzie's versatility. He can switch 1 through 5 on the defensive end, but as we just saw there, has a little bit of a handle to him on the offensive side as well. Yes,
he's been very useful this season for Otago, no doubt about that. There's a nice little cut to the basket. The Bulls can't get their first basket through Peyton Hughes. Now McKenzie. Kick out pass to Bazette. And there's 3. Well, he was denied a short time ago. He gets it this time.
Great shot from Bazette, and even better assist from McKenzie, who drew 2 inside and made the correct read to find his shooter.
It's a great start for Otago, the home team. They've been blemish-free so far. No unforced errors at all. And their defense has been watertight. Here's Perry. And Perry finally gets the Bulls on the board.
Great take by Perry inside. Good finish.
Chisholm for 3. Flying in, getting the rebound is Bazette. What a game he's having.
Just there, we saw Bazette's long length able to pull in that board. Didn't matter that Saville was on him. Good kick out to Hughes, but just can't get it to go. That's his 3rd miss early in this rapid game.
Oh, here comes Bazette again, creating problems. Journey Tippin there. Can't nail the triple, and here comes Hughes. Gonna settle it down here for one last play here for the Bulls. Now Perry. Franklin really need a basket here. They've only scored 1 so far in this first quarter. Saville. Back to Kelso. Nice drive from Harry Kelso. Good finish there to the quarter. And Franklin do get that basket. And they go into the quarter break 5 down.
Yeah, what a good take by Harry Kelso on that last possession. Just had the IQ to know what the time and score was on the board and just gets himself in close to the rim. He's coming off a pretty good under-20s tournament as well. Was a part of the All-Star 5 there. So coming in with some confidence today.
Yeah, Kelso, that was good awareness from him more than anything. But, well, the feature of that first quarter, though, Crystal, has been the Otago zone. It was just on point, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. They were really packing the paint. There weren't many free gaps or lanes for the Bulls players to find and drive down. And we can see, you know, just looking at the stats, the Bulls have put up 6 three-pointers and missed them all. And just that pressure, you know, forcing them to take those outside shots when they're cold.
Exactly, and in response, Otago are 1 from 4, that 3 being dropped by Baskette, who picked up 7 points in the first quarter and 2 rebounds as well. So he was influential. Here he is walking out on court. He's got a bit of a confident stride going on, isn't he?
Heck yeah, he's like, I'm the first one out here, I'm ready to go.
Give me the ball.
I mean, when you're outscoring the other team by yourself, you feel pretty good.
Yeah, and his aim will be to continue that, right? All the way to the end of this game as Oak Chisholm starts off quarter number 2. Better defense this time by the Bulls. Journey tipping in out to Smiler. It's good defense from Kelso. Here's Baskette again. Almost back-to-back threes from the same spot. He wasn't far away. Saville. Just couldn't quite roll it to Alice Bigger, who's out there now for the second quarter.
Yeah, Bigger and Zion Anderson checking in to the game in that break. And just the experience and leadership that they will bring to this group, I think, was missing in the first.
Yes, absolutely. Referees today for this game, by the way, are Regan Ashley, Leo Shaw, and Dylan Mead. There comes Smiler, got rid of Saville. Oh, he stood on the sideline there, did Liam Boomer.
Hate those ones as a player when you're falling over. You're like, please don't make this shot. Please don't put me on a highlight somewhere.
Well, unfortunately, that might just happen now. Nice basket created there by Hunter Saville. Franklin starting to get back into this game now.
Hunter Saville has been given a lot of freedom to kind of play make out of the on-ball screen, and he does a really good job out of St. John's College. Nuggets just short on that 3.
Otago getting a little tight now from three-point line. It's giving Franklin chances to come back into this game. Sticking with it nicely here, the Bulls, as Saville comes down court again with Kelso. There goes Kelso again, that same drive that we saw at the end of the first quarter, Crystal.
Yeah, he's really long, has the handle to get himself to the hoop or to his spots wherever he can score, and just has that length to finish over most defenders.
Back to 3 now is McKenzie. Has a go against Bigger. Now Chisholm. Good marking by Hughes, but there's 2 more for Harry Baskette.
Great movement by the Nuggets off the ball to wheel into that space and make himself a passing option. Now the Bulls on this side of the game, you know, bounce passes into Bigger and not what he prefers, as McKenzie just bullies him out of the way. Easy 2.
13-6 is the score in this game. Here comes Saville again. 13-8 now. Nice job by Saville, almost nicks it. Good work by him. Now enthusiastic play by him for sure. So McKenzie can't be back in. So is Liam Boomer. Taylor Smiler checking out. Interesting to see McKenzie. I wondered just for a moment whether he might not play.
Yeah, we have seen the Nuggets just run 5 in a lot of their rapid league games, so you see changing that up in a quick 8-second call. Oof.
Well, apologies for the graphic on screen at the moment. Our graphic is frozen at the moment. The score is Otago 13, Franklin 10. And there's just under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Here comes Zion Anderson. Can't nail that one. Bigger with his length. Got it over McKenzie and bullies his way to 2 points there, Alice Bigger.
Yeah, Bigger has had a few advantages down low, mismatches, especially when they've switched guards onto him. But just now we're seeing him get on the scoreboard.
13-12 now to Otago. Here's McKenzie looking for a bit of payback on Bigger. Didn't get it. And the 3 is away, and there's Bigger. the New Zealand-born Australian player. Here comes Corey Perry again. Well, this time Zion Anderson. His shoelace must have just dragged the sideline.
Yeah, not much in that one, but I love that decision by him to reject and go against the grain of the defense. Definitely think that they can get some more inside for him. We see the Nuggets bringing the ball up the court.
Well, and a bit of energy from Oak Chisholm as he goes to 4 points now. Nice finish there from Chisholm. 15-12 is the score. Now here comes Anderson once more. Marked tightly by Boomer. Here comes Saville. Again, that Otago defence is tight and tough. Saville for three. Good stop, and here's McKenzie coming forward. Otago would love a quick basket here through Bazette. Might not get one now. McKenzie. 20 seconds left. 6 on the shot clock for Zach McKenzie. Wonderful finish.
That was a great finish and great take. The handle to get himself there and the length to finish inside. He's played a lot of 3-on-3, especially at the international level as well, so is a very versatile player.
2 seconds here and the block to finish by Chisholm. That was special. Wow, that could be a big play from Oak Chisholm down the stretch of this game as Otago go back to a 5-point lead, which is where we were at the end of the first.
Have another look at it. Switched back onto him and met him in the air. No thank you. Goodbye.
Exactly. Oak Chisholm. Not often see a point guard with a block like that, Crystal.
Right, that was just a great read and great rotation. But that quarter better from the Franklin Bulls.
Certainly, but Bazette is going great. He's got 9 points in the first half, and he's got 2 rebounds as well. The point scoring is a lot more shared around on the Chemist Warehouse stats for the Bulls.
Yeah, it is. And that second quarter, bringing Bigger and Anderson back in the game, really just brought them some size and presence inside the paint that I think opened up the lanes for their guards to get in and make things happen. And as we just see ourselves flipping through these stats, if we have a look at our rebounds, the Bulls really dominating in that category, 11-5.
Yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it? The other thing, too, is the lack of fouls in this game. Only 1 foul conceded by each team and only 1 visit to the Chemist Warehouse stripe in the game so far, with Bazette nailing his 2 free throws.
Well, we know these coaches are both defensive-minded. They like to play disciplined. They teach their players to keep their hands out, you know, get in early, rotate late, all of those little things. And I like that the Barter Card officials are letting the game play and flow.
So 17-12, it was very tight near the end of that second quarter at 13-12, but those last 2 baskets kicked Otago clear again. But you're right, even though it was a tied second quarter, the Bulls will be feeling a lot better about life heading into the third now. They'll believe that they can get back in and win this game.
We know it's a little bit cold down south. Maybe just takes them a little longer to warm back up. Let's hope that they keep heating up in this second half.
Indeed. And don't forget, too, we have the Cells NBL game between these two teams. Coverage beginning at 7:30 as we get the third quarter underway. Can hear Saville again. Nice pass. Great pass, and there's a finish from Zion Anderson. Gets his first points of the game.
Zion Anderson, very athletic and crafty, getting up and on the rim.
Great pass to him too, Smiler. Speaking of good passes, that was a beauty into Bazette. Just didn't quite get his timing on the shot right.
Great vision to see the roller in traffic down the lane. Saville with the contact and the finish.
Nice finish from Saville. He's got 6 points. Full court pressure from the Bulls too. Otago break it down pretty comfortably though. Smiler, no whistle. And it is going to be 2 shots for Caleb Smiler. Another foul from Corey Perry. Bulls have conceded 2 fouls in the game now, and he's got both of them.
I mean, we said he'd deliver, hustle, heart, and we know he plays with his heart on his sleeve. So no surprise that he gets in and makes you feel it.
Yeah, Brodie Perrier's bro is not here on the southern swing this time. I'm sure we'll see Brodie again, though, towards or before the season's out. Now, there's that Get Hoops, your school program there. Just scan that QR code if you're in Otago and Southland. And find out more and register. Wonderful to get your support from the BBNZ Hoops and Schools program for the rest of 2026. 16 to 19, it's Otago in front by 3. Here is Perry. Now Hughes. Well, Peyton Hughes hasn't scored yet.
Peyton Hughes is still warming up for this Bulls team. He's one that can absolutely get going. And speaking of someone that is going inside, down low we had Baskette.
Yeah, he's got 11 points now. Smiler with the rebound. Just give the ball to Harry.
Caleb Smiler will be the one to see him.
Made a pretty decent cut down there. Is Journey tipping there? Buries a three-pointer for the Nuggets. Kicks them clear by 8. That's the biggest lead of the game now for them.
Second triple, and that one was a deep one, a meter back off the line. Johnny Tippenet has his iron.
Corey Perry, nice cut to the basket again, and the finish was pretty decent from Kelso.
Great screen on that play to get Kelso open. His defender got absolutely wiped. No chance of catching up.
There's some good young talent, and they're all playing well in this game, aren't they? It's both teams. Chisholm has it stripped out of his hands. Nice play from Hughes to get rid of it, and there's another block, this time from Smiler.
Great hustle and chase by Caleb Smiler to stick with that play. And Peyton Hughes, look at the quick hands, gets that steal out on the break, but Smiler following from behind. It's good timing.
Perfect, wasn't it? Perry. Working on Journey Tippett, almost gets the steal. Nice gutsy play from Perry, though. He's got 4 now.
Big body down low, Perry going to work.
Tight again now, isn't it? That 8-point lead has been cut in half. In the blink of an eye by the Bulls. Chisholm for 3. Oh, foul beyond the three-point line by Pallacanestro. And he's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 3 free throws.
Fouls on 14, tie, shooting 3.
Coach Killer fouling three-point shooters.
You've never done that, right?
No, never. I don't remember.
That's right. Tell you what, Oak Chisholm would like to bury all of these free throws. In the second season in the NZNBL, good cricketer too.
Oak Chisholm, 5 points with that one. He's gone 0 from 3 from the three-point line. So that's why it's also quite frustrating that they fouled that three-point shot, because he hasn't had his eye in there. I would get it if he's made, 3 in a row. You want to respect it, but no, instead you send him to the Chemist Warehouse line and give him 3 free looks at it.
Nice job, 2 from 3. Gets the Nuggets up to a 6-point lead, and straight away they're into full court pressure. That's good pace by Saville to kick out of it. Perry gives it over to Hughes, and there goes Peyton Hughes. It finally had to happen.
We knew he'd get one, just didn't know when it would come, and finally Peyton Hughes on the board with 3 points.
These two teams are playing very similar styles as well, aren't they? It's a good game to watch. Hope you're enjoying it. Certainly in the balance as we get to the last 40 seconds of this third quarter. It's McKenzie. Gives it back to Baskette, and there goes Harry Baskette again.
Oh, here's hot, second 3 of the game, and up to 14 points in this match.
It's almost half of Otago's score. Where would they be without him? Perry banks that one in nicely.
Corey Perry, a proud Franklin Bulls player, has a lot of pride with and for this club. Just puts his head down and gets himself one through contact. Baskette.
A little heat check from him. So last play coming up to the third quarter. And it's Hughes going from long range. He's well off target, though. And so the Bulls will head into the last 4 behind. They've caught up by 1 point. They're playing quite well, but they're not making inroads. Perhaps as they like. But they're right there, Crystal, aren't they?
They are right there, and they actually won that quarter 11-9. What's really stood out to me in this game is how unselfish both teams have been with the ball. Everyone that's been on the floor has scored a bucket. So that's great, a great sign for coaches in terms of going down the stretch and knowing that everyone's feeling good and has seen the ball go through the hoop.
Yes, indeed. Leading scorer in the game is Harry Bazette with 14. He's going at 55%. He's got 2 3-pointers as well. So lovely variety to his scoring. And leading scorer for Franklin. Well, 2 of them have got 6. Kelso and Saville. So if your first name starts with an H, it's all sweet in this game. Harrison, and Hunter. See if that trend continues in the final quarter here. Well, Otago have been in front right from the start. Franklin have not led in this game. Can they get the momentum? Paul and Otago have been in control of the scoreboard, not majorly through this game, but they've had the advantage. Judy Tippini. And that is a foul by Pakorangi.
Great little Pinoy move on that. You saw him up fake on his first step, take that extra after he gets the defender in the air, and that's what gives him the ability to get that shot up on the hoop. And how about that little around the back on a free throw? I haven't seen that one in a game.
This is a big moment for him. It's just a second rapid league game. He's a rookie. And it works, doesn't it?
Hey, do what works for you, and that absolutely is working for him. 100% from the Chemist Warehouse.
100%, 6 ahead. Now, 2 important free throws made by him there. Perry. Nice play from Kelso again. No foul by the officials that time, but it's still there for Hughes, and now that's been stripped away by Caleb Smiler. Well, that's travelling or a foul. It's a foul.
Caleb Smiler, quick hands a couple of times on that last defensive play. 2 tips that ultimately led to him getting that steal. But he has golden hands for this Nuggets team, makes plays defensively and dishes the ball around really well offensively.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? Just an ideal bench player. Such a key player as we see Journey Tippinette. Just away and bigger with the uncontested rebound this time. Here comes Saville. The Bulls have got 2 players out there who've been starters earlier on in the season. That's a poor pass. And Chisholm, 2 easy points there, and that's a real killer for the Bulls.
That is bad angle on that reverse pass back to their point guard. Easy pickings for the Nuggets.
There goes Kelso. Got a lovely touch, hasn't he?
He does, and that's a great off-ball cut. His defender caught ball watching, and he just sliced into that gap. Perfect timing for Saville.
Yeah, I can see why he went up to Germany with the under-18 team earlier on in the year. Harry Kelso, a very good game. 8 points, shooting at over 60%. Franklin got to be very careful here, Crystal. They can't let the score the margin get any bigger. Speaking of bigger, there he is. And he's muscling up, going to the basket there. Alice Bigger, of course, he started in 4 of the 10 games the Bulls have played in the NZNBL this season. He's a D player at the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
Yes, actually, head coach of the Bulls, Dan Ryan, also an assistant coach at the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix with Bigger. So very familiar with his game, and it always helps when you already know the coach coming into a team.
Yeah, of course, born in New Zealand, raised in Australia. Big man too.
Standing at 6'10", definitely has a height advantage.
And he gets 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's got 4 points. McKenzie. Nice movement off the ball again by the Nuggets. There's the almost a steal. Good salvage there. Nice hands from Boomer. Keep it alive. And McKenzie being fouled beyond the arc there.
Oh yeah, they're going to talk about that at training or in film when they watch this back.
Fouls on 5, Zion Anderson.
Bulls are almost their own worst enemies at the moment.
Yeah, that one hurts. They had played pretty solid defense. The shot clock was winding down. Good decision by McKenzie to pull it. We know he has the capability to knock it down from 3 as a big. And that time made something happen out of nothing.
Second time this quarter. Otago players going for 3 free throws. And don't forget, this in the main game, every time that ball goes through the hoop from the Chemist Warehouse stripe, it supports the BBNZ Hoops and Schools program. Here's McKenzie. 2 from 3 again.
How about the difference in free throws attempted as well? The Nuggets up to 12 attempts in this ball game. The Bulls have only been to the line twice.
Exactly, a little reach in there. It's like that foul.
Fouls on 18, Zach McKenzie.
Zach McKenzie. Oh, 2 minutes left. Saville, Kelso. Rebound taken by Bazette. Played by Bazette just to salvage that one. McKenzie. Here's Harry Bazette again. Kick out to Chisholm. And that's beauty from Oak Chisholm. That could be the one that seals it.
That was a great drift by Oak Chisholm to get himself to the corner. His defender was watching the ball and stuck in mud.
There's Bigger. Going to work on McKenzie and winning the day there. Nice job by Alice Bigger.
Alice Bigger and McKenzie. Sure, we're going to see that matchup continue in the Sal's NBL game to follow this one.
Yeah, tips off just after 7:30. McKenzie. Nice pass. Oh, almost a very good finish right there from Chisholm. Now here comes Hunter Saville. Hughes. 3 balls just missed that time from Zion Anderson. Here's Hughes for 3. Now 7-point advantage. Well, that was a close call to another 8-second violation, that one. In the end, you could say Otago timed that perfectly. Well, there's no half-court violation there. Journey Tippenet. Now 30 seconds here. Needs to be a 3 here from Hughes. And he's away. Hughes might get another chance. They need a super quick shot here. Nice job by Bazette.
Oh, they just can't get them to drop. Getting some pretty decent looks for their shooters, and Anderson getting downhill.
Oh, Anderson loses it. And here comes Bigger with the flush, but it's all too little, too late for Franklin. And, well, I was just about to say there were no BNZ timeouts in this game until the last 3 seconds.
Yeah, surprised they didn't use it in one of those moments when they're getting pressed towards that halfway line. But they'll smartly use it and walk the ball down the court for the last possession here.
Yeah, nicely done by the Nuggets in this game. Don't need to put up a shot, but I'm sure they would. No, they won't. They'll take the win. 38-33. Solid effort from Otago in that game. They were never headed. Led from the start, and the Bulls, despite not getting in front, they played with a lot of heart and courage in that game, but just couldn't peg back that deficit. 38-33, the full-time score in this game. Well, no question who the star in that game was, Crystal, and that was Harry Bazette. He ended up being the leading scorer and the leading rebounder for Otago in that game.
Yeah, he had a really efficient night, had 2 3-pointers, was perfect from the free throw line. Then, like you said, had a bunch of rebounds in there as well. But to me, the difference with the Nuggets was their off-ball movement, the way they played together, weren't afraid to share the ball, get it inside, kick it outside. They really had it going the entire game. And the Bulls, it was that first quarter that really held them back, where they only scored 4 points. They were led today by Kelso, who had 8, but their shooter and Peyton Hughes just really struggled and couldn't connect from outside, ending with just the 1 3-pointer out of the 10 attempts. So definitely hope that they can get around a fire and heat themselves up into the Sal's NBL main game.
Yeah, you're right. Only scoring 4 points in that first quarter. They were chasing the scoreboard right from the outset, really. So well done to the Nuggets, 38-33. We look forward now to the Sal's NBL game, tipping off at just after 7:30. Stick around, it's not too far away.
So they never switched to our game. So we never even
The Night Otago Nuggets would like to welcome you to the NZNBL basketball game in the Breeze Arena between the Night Otago Nuggets and the Franklin Bulls. Our NZNBL league partners, Sal's Authentic, New York Pizza, GJ Gardner Homes, Sky, Chemist Warehouse, Bartercard, New Balance, and Belgravia, Malton, R-Line, BNZ. Get your Nugs Nation merchandise in the reception area at the entrance. Food and drinks are available upstairs behind the west stand. Can we please clear the court? Teams go to their benches, please. Franklin Bulls team for tonight: Hunter Seville, Corey Perry, Zion Anderson, Harry Kelso, Alice Bigger, Peyton Hughes, Tai Pakarami, Don Calvin Poko, Kyle Robinson, Jace Carter, Darren Boyd, and Carter Wood. And with our Otago Nuggets tonight, number 9, Harry Bezant, 4, Chisholm, 42, Patrick Journey Tiffany, 18, Zach McKenzie, Tyson Dante Pacey. 6, Craig Muller. 13, Alan Louis. 12, Ethan Roosbeck. And 5, Boy Torch. Head to our website to view the game day program. I would like to thank our 2026 Night and Day Otago Nuggets partners, our naming right partner, Night and Day, our platinum partners, Homestead Bay, Sky, Betcha, Dunedin City Council, and Remarkable Parktown Centre. Our major partners, Ben & Jerry's, Emerson's Brewery, 4 and 20, The Hits, LJ Hooker Dunedin, Mountain Dew.
Kia ora everybody, hello and welcome to Dunedin. Great to have your company here for this match between Otago and Franklin in the NBL, the Cells NBL for 2026 here from the Edgar Centre. And sure to be a good match between these two teams who are meeting for the first time this season. And we're getting a few second matchups now, but not this one, as both teams in the mid-table at the moment. Crystal Ledger-Walker, who joins me with the call tonight. And yeah, an important win for both of these two teams as they want to get, stay in touch with the top 6.
Yeah, and both of these teams coming off some losses, so looking to respond through that today, or sorry, I should say tonight. And then we see our YourShout.vote voting going on. Get amongst it, scan that QR code and have your say, because I'm sure there's a lot of Nuggets fans that aren't happy about what they're seeing on their screen.
Yeah, well, it's hard to know who's the favourite for this game, isn't it? Because there's a lot of talent on both teams. Both have similar records. I had a little bit of difficulty trying to think who might be the favourite heading into this one.
Yeah, it is really hard to pick. One thing that we can kind of read into is what the Nuggets coach, Jeff Sparrow, might be thinking. He's moved Tyson Thatsipaese into this starting lineup tonight, so potentially going small, wanting to play fast and wanting to meet the speed and power of this Bulls squad and what they present with those really strong guards in the backcourt.
I love the intensity and enthusiasm of Jeff Sparrow, and look, he's on it already, and we're still about 8 minutes away from a tip-off in this game. He knows how important this game is. He wants to stay in touch with the top four as we look at the ladder here, Crystal.
Yeah, absolutely. We see both of those teams in yellow down the bottom, 5th and 6th. The Nuggets just one spot ahead of the Bulls. But the Nuggets, they started this season really strong.
Yeah, they won their first 4 games, so they've only won 1 game since. And they're coming off a loss to the southern neighbours, the Southland Sharks, 99-89. So they'll be wanting to bounce back from that game. But Rusbatch was in good form in that game. 29 points, Boy Tuach 25. And here are the other teams at the moment. Tough loss for the Hawks last night. The Giants actually played pretty well to get their 3rd win to start off round 9 of this year's season. So Hawke's Bay got plenty of work to do. The Bulls coming into this game off a heavy loss to the Tuatara, and they're on their home court, 107-72. And here is the other matches coming over the next couple of days for you. Doubleheader coming up tomorrow between the Phi and the Giants, and the Airs and the Tuatara. Tuatara looking strong again at the moment, aren't they? They'll be heavy favourites to take out the Airs. That Phi Giants game, probably a 50-50 clash coming into that, particularly the Giants winning last night. And then the Saints, Otago head up to play Wellington on Sunday. That's not going to be easy for them. And then the Sharks, who are just on fire at the moment, Crystal. They're looking very strong.
Yeah, they are. The Sharks obviously just coming off a game against the Nuggets, and they were without Sam Timmins, but able to adjust with their guards and moving other pieces around, because he is a really key piece for them. And we see that trend across a few teams in this league, also with the Tuatara and Rob Lowe. But enough about that. Let's get back to this one and the Franklin Bulls starting 5.
Yeah, here is the starting 5. No surprises here with Carter, Boyd, Witt, Robinson and Calvin Portal getting the job done at the start of this game. Let's hear from Dom Calvin Portal right now.
Kia ora, Dom. Coming up against the Nuggets today, who have been one of the stingiest defenses in the league this season. What are the keys for the Bulls offense to find some rhythm today on the road against a team that has proven tough to score on?
Yeah, they're a tough team to score on, but at the end of the day, like most teams say, we've got to focus on us. Offensively, we've got some counters to their defense and just playing true to what we do as a team. So, yeah, they're a good defensive team, but we've got to show we're a better offensive team.
Speaking of defense, it's been an area that has let down the Bulls of late, giving up 107 points or more in your 3 most recent losses. What areas do you and the team need to see a lift in today to improve on that end of the court as you look to secure the road win?
First of all, that's a crazy stat. We just need to be better individually, and as a team, just sitting down and playing better defense. Obviously, offensively it will come, but yeah, we just got to sit down. They got some good shooters out there, 1 through 5, so we just got to play hard and close out the game. Yo.
Thank you very much, Dom.
Well, Dom Calvin Portal there, and interesting spectator in the stands tonight. There's Zoe Richards here, who of course has been a big part of the Southern Hoiho in the Tauihi Basketball Aotearoa. Hopefully we'll see Zoe again later on in the season this year.
Yes, and also a tall fern, but a very experienced basketball player who, as you said, is very strongly known in this community down south.
Yeah, 100%. Tough competitor too, right?
Oh, workhorse, so tough to box out, slippery on the glass, and has developed her 3-point game as well. So really versatile, Zoe Richards.
Yeah, always, I think, a type of player you want to play alongside rather than against. Here's the Otago team: Ethan Rusbatch, Craig Moller, and as you mentioned, Tyson Thatsipaese getting his first start of the season. Alan Louis is there, and Boy Tuach. Let's hear from Tyson Thatsipaese right now.
Kia ora, Tyson. With Isaac Miller, Jose unavailable, step into the starting lineup for the first time this year. What are you looking to bring to the team today, and what areas of play are you focusing on as you look to impact the game in a different role from the one you're normally asked to fill?
I'm just trying to be like really aggressive, look to find my opportunities, score the ball, put the ball in the hole, and just find my open teammates and, you know, get a good rhythm going on.
This Bulls team has some potent scorers that don't need much room to get going. What are the key areas of focus for the Nuggets today as the team looks to defend home court?
Just be really aggressive on the defensive end as well. Hand in their face, don't let them get comfortable at all and take away their shots.
Thank you, Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson Fatapaisi featured in 8 of the 9 games so far, getting the start tonight, and you can see he is buzzed about that. Right, Boy Tuach and Jace Carter, that is going to be a fun key matchup as we go through the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head here, Crystal.
Yeah, talk about athleticism. Those two have it in absolute bunches. Both high flyers get on the rim and can score the ball. They will be 2 players you want to keep an eye on. Jace Carter will be wearing number 0 for the Bulls, and Boy Tuach will be in number 5 for the Nuggets. But just have a look at those stats as well. We see the Bulls. We know that what they do offensively, they move it, they look after the ball, and they're just fun to watch when they are flowing. And defensively, the Nuggets, they win that battle. They lock teams down, they pack the paint, and they really use their length and size to put that onto the other teams. They'll be without Isaac Miller-Jones tonight, who produces a lot of steals and gets them going on that defensive side of things, so we'll see what adjustments they make there.
That's a big points difference, though, in defense, isn't it? 98.7 to 84.4. That is not a good... In fact, I'd advise if you're a Franklin Bulls supporter to look away and hope that's a typo, but it isn't a typo.
No, well, it doesn't help those games versus the Tuatara and the one versus the Saints where they absolutely poured it on.
Absolutely, and as I said, the Bulls, it's not pleasant being beaten, what was it, by 28 plus 7, 35 points in their last game by the Tuatara. Well, sometimes you just got to flush those games down the dunny and move on. That's really what hopefully the Bulls will have done to get ready for this game here.
Yeah, I'm sure they would have, and what a way to really flush it by getting out, travelling, getting on the road and coming down to Dunedin to try snatch a win.
Here's the officials for this game this evening. It's Matt Bathurst, Regan Ashley and Leo Shaw. And if you missed the Rapidly game earlier this evening, congratulations to the Nuggets. They won that 38 to 33. They were never headed in that game as they enjoyed a 4 to 5 point margin all the way through that contest and closed it out pretty well.
Yeah, led by Harry Bizet. He had an absolute stunner on the offensive side of the game, really led the way for the Otago Nuggets.
Yeah, 14 points. He also led the rebounding count for the Nuggets in that game as well. So the match ball has been delivered, and it looks like Mola and Carter will contest the tip in this game. Let's get it on. And it's going to be the Nuggets with the ball, with Louis just getting it in the nick of time.
Tiptoe avoiding that sideline. Way to keep it in bounds.
Tight one there for Louis to start the game. Here's Tuach. Mola marked by Kelvin Porto. That's going to be another key matchup in this game with 4 on the shot clock. Otago not doing much with this first possession. And it's a good stop as Carter grabs the rebound for the Bulls.
Jace Carter, a great rebounder in this competition, averaging over 10 per game. It's a double-double to watch for.
Kelvin Porto over to Carter, very athletic player. Yeah. And he is a showtime player in this Cells NBL, Jace Carter.
Just how we advertised him, high flyer on the rim to open it. Mola looking to make things happen.
Look out if he gets going. He gets motivated. Tuach. That's a nice comeback from him.
Boy Tuach coming off a 25-point game and looking to be very aggressive to start this one.
Witt into Kelvin Porto. Nice pass into Boyd. Robinson didn't pick up the 3 as we see the Bulls now under shot clock pressure. Carter, nice fake. And there's Kelvin Porto getting the rebound on the weak side. Go to work straight away here on Louis. Realises there's a mismatch. Oh, lovely hands from Rusbatch.
Ethan Rusbatch has really been a tone setter for this Nugget squad on both ends of the floor as we see him put up that floater just short.
Ball moves quickly down court to Boyd. Finds himself against Tatapaisi here. Witt. There's Robinson. Again, a weak side rebound. Carter, and Carter's so athletic.
So athletic and strong with the ball. Worked his way through traffic on that one. 3 Nuggets jerseys around, but great ball control to get it through.
Here's Rusbatch. Mola. And Tatapaisi, what happened there? Don't know what happened to the Bulls' defense on that occasion.
Tyson Tatapaisi, he said he wanted to start aggressive and get buckets for his squad in that pre-game interview, and he's doing just that.
It's Kalman Portal. Dan Ryan will be filthy with the defence on that last play. Now Boyd on Rusbatch. Tuach with the rebound.
Darian Boyd, one of the top 10 scorers in this league, as we see Boyd Tuach.
Well, it was a total hash job there from Robinson and from Carter. An early timeout call by Dan Ryan. Didn't like the way that defense was functioning in those last couple of plays, Crystal.
No, absolutely not. Going back to that Tyson Tatapaisi turn off that on-ball screen, we mentioned that he wouldn't have been impressed by that, and then just for the second time early in this ball game, we see another miscommunication happen on the defensive side of the ball, so definitely wants to clean this up early.
Interesting call, no hesitation there whatsoever from Dan Ryan, the Bulls coach. So important to come off timeouts. Some pocket money for that young fella.
That's why you got to come to the games. They're giving away ice cream at this game. They're giving away cash. I mean, what else can you want?
Exactly, maybe both. Good start by Otago, but they're only up by a couple. Both offenses have started pretty effectively.
One thing that they will want to tidy up, though, the Nuggets, is the offensive rebounds that they've given up to the Bulls already early in this one. The Bulls getting 2 offensive rebounds in those first 3 minutes.
Here's Witt. Witt. Well, a little bit of indecision by to jump ball. Oh, there's an interesting call. It does mean the officials are undecided.
I think so.
Pretty much, eh? Couldn't decide. Kalman Portal. Nice move by Dom. And bullies his way to 2 points there for the Bulls.
Dom Kalman Portal, so versatile, can pass, can put it on the floor, and can absolutely take it at your body and finish through you. Shows us all 2 of those things in that possession of play.
Good jump, got a good outside shot too as Dom Kalman Portal. He's been going at 33% from the three-point line this season. Gets the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Don't forget, each basket that is made from the Chemist Warehouse stripe this season contributes funds to the Hoops and Schools program. So Kalman Portal, nice job to get things underway there, and here comes Louis. Tatapaisi can put a move on Boyd. Louis for 3. And it's bounced on the baseline. It's Bulls' ball.
The ball bounced on the baseline, and a Nuggets player bounced out of bounds. And Louis struggled with foul trouble in the last game versus the Sharks. Set some big minutes, so that might also be a reason why Tyson Tatapaisi gets the start today, gets himself going early.
Here's Witt, Shot clock down to 8. Boy, Tuach with the steal. Oh, it's hard luck. Let's use the official there to keep the ball in play. Don't think that was going to be in the playbook, though. But at least it wound the clock right down to... Oh, no, it's gone back to 14 now, of course.
But gives his defense a chance to reset.
Bigger comes into the game, so does Peyton Hughes. He's bigger now. Witt. Whoa, Carter. Well, he's athletic, but he's not quite that athletic.
I like that play by the Bulls. They cleared out that backside, lifted the wing out of the corner, leaving no help side defenders on the backside. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if they go back to this play later in the game.
Tuach Tamola. Louis. Away on Witt here. Can't get the roll off the rim though, and Carter does just enough. Bigger picks up the loose ball, and now Witt. Witt, good pace, good energy, but no basket.
Carter Witt has a great handle on him, able to shake most defenders, and he looks his best when he is aggressive, trying to score.
Another foul going against the Franklin Bulls. That one went on Witt. At the pace, a good stint from him to start the game. Plenty of energy for coach Jeff Sparrow. Louis now. A miss from him from a layup.
Great discipline by Jace Carter on defense not to bail him out on that drive, and Witt just spits it up.
Oh, speaking of keeping the ball, there's Carter. Threw it over bigger. That takes some doing. As he's out 6'20". Here's Carter again. Yeah, he's got a beautiful shot on him, Jace Carter. He can do it all. He can smash it. He can drive strongly. He's got a wonderful outside shot.
Have a look at that just there. Looks at that on-ball screen and says, no, thank you. I'll take the easy three right here. He shoots it at 37% from deep, and he attempts 7 three-pointers per game. So you've got to put a hand up on that man.
Speaking of putting a hand on something, 20% off any large sales for the next 6 days. Just scan the QR code, or if you want a computer cells, MVP26 is the online code. It's a great deal as the season rolls through here in 2026. Both teams, again, as we suspect, it's suggested at the start of the broadcast, Crystal, hard to pick a favourite coming into this game, and so far these first 5 and a bit minutes, it's been pretty even.
I mean, we're seeing exactly why these teams are sat right next to each other on the ladder. The Nuggets in 5th, the Bulls in 6th. Not much separating them, or it feels like not much separates them to start this one.
Carter has 7 points of the 10 the Bulls have scored. See what the Nuggets are out like off this timeout. Louis, lovely pass into Tuach. And boy, Tuach converts from close range.
Great play by the Nuggets just to clear that side out, drag the defense up, and leave a lot of room for the roller on the backside.
Hunter Saville out there now for some court time for the Bulls in this game. It's his 7th appearance this season. Here's Hughes. Oh, he could have taken the layup there. Here comes Carter again. Rebound by Mola.
Jace Carter with that attempt. He's 1 from 2 from deep. Mola, great dish inside to Matthew Bartzi, and we know he does that so well, slicing along the baseline.
Locks the scores up. Here comes Saville again. Nice gather from Hughes. Here's Anderson. Nice strong move, or is that Robinson? That is Robinson.
Yeah, Cale Robinson, we know him as a dangerous three-point shooter, but because he takes so much attention out there, he can be aggressive. getting past his defence to the rim. Good pass by Mola. Again, the connection that these two have going.
Yeah, lovely finish from Bardsley. Now Bardsley will be very chuffed with his first 4 points in the game. Maybe the baskets becoming a little bit easier for the Nuggets, even though the scores are tied in this game. Carter just bumps off. Love the way he gave the ball back to Mola there. And that's a loose pass to Bardsley, and here come the Bulls once more. Carter. Oh, no looker, love it. There's Bigger. And Bigger is fouled by Bardsley.
Yeah, great look by the Bulls on that set. They got the mismatch through that switch off the on-ball screen, and that look-away pass from Jace Carter to the big inside. Exactly what they drew up.
Well, let's see what Alice Bigger can do. Saw him in action in the Rapidly game earlier this evening. One from two there from the Chemist Warehouse stripe from Alice Bigger. Bulls up by 3. Biggest lead of this game's only been 4 so far. Smiler in a bit of trouble. Mola. There's Bardsley. Losing it. Stone cold clean there. Robinson kicking it to Boyd. Boyd, lovely move. Tipped in by Bigger, or in fact was that Robinson? Doesn't matter who it was, it's 2 more points to the Bulls.
Yeah, Kale Robinson on that follow, but strong take by Boyd, and Mola with the response. What a good looking step in 3 by the big man.
Yeah, that was much needed. Long ranger, cut that lead back to 2. 5-point lead a moment ago was the biggest in the game. Here's Robinson again. Wow, tough, good defense by Mola this time. As the Aussie comes down court once more. Nice pass from Smiler. Here's Bardsley. And again, Matt Bardsley.
How about that finish and the hang time to get it up over 6'10". Alice Bigger inside. Matt Bardsley been an injection of energy off the bench.
As he always is, right? 3 from 3 from the field for him. Again, the Bulls making hard work of this offensive set. Shot clock down to 4 here. A little reach in, and one thing the Bulls are doing well, even though they've been taken very late every single time, pretty much in the 24 seconds, Crystal, they're not panicking.
Yeah, they're not. They're staying poised. They're a young squad, but they're learning how to play together, where they want to get their shots. And they have a few guys out there that bring a lot of experience in DKP. These young rookies from the States, and Carter Witt.
This is Zion Anderson at the line. There's Coach Ryan. And Anderson gets the second free throw to fall from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Zion Anderson played in the University 3-on-3 Nationals a few weeks ago, making the All-Star 4, and has brought a lot of confidence out of that tournament, getting himself to the rack.
Speaking of 3x3, we've got the New Zealand team in action in the round of 16 of the World Cup tomorrow morning. We did some maths a little while ago. Start to Paese buries the 3 for the Nuggets, and the home team hit the front for just the second time in the game.
Yeah, great shot by Tyson Thatspace. And how about Jace Carter getting himself to the Chemist Warehouse free throw line again tonight.
Indeed, that's Caleb Smiler picking up the foul. Yeah, the 3x3 team in action in Poland at around 5:30 tomorrow morning, and they play Latvia in the round of 16. It's a great effort by the team to make the round of 16 for a start, Crystal.
Oh, absolutely. Christian Martin missing from this Otago Nuggets squad is with that team. But, man, you really need to get behind them because they're doing unreal things on the world stage. And talking about unreal, Jace Carter through the air. Such a forceful finish inside.
Yeah, he had wings on him again there. He is so fun to watch, Jace Carter. 11 points in the game already.
Really delivers the highlight plays for the Franklin Bulls.
Oh, what about that pass from Rusbach? And it goes on the end of it again. It's Bardsley.
Right, what about that back cut again by the slippery eel?
He is a points magnet in this game, Matt Bardsley. Can they create another opportunity for him here? Caleb Smiler. Here's McKenzie. Tatapaisi. For three. Oh, and it goes again from Tyson Tatapaisi. Well, if he can heat up through this game, it's going to be a bonus for the Nuggets.
Yes, it will. We've seen him get like this. Flashbacks to a year ago when he used to wear a Jets uniform in the Rapid League, where he would absolutely start knocking it down and nobody could stop him. I hope that's not the case tonight for all the Bulls fans at home watching.
Exactly, he's up to 8 points. And the Nuggets' 5-point lead now. This is the biggest lead they've had in the game.
Everyone make some noise on the free throw line.
So, get hoops at your school by scanning that QR code. Applications are now open in Southland and Otago. Just check out how to apply. If you can't scan that QR code right now, at Basketball New Zealand's website as well. All the details are there. And with thanks, of course, to the Chemist Warehouse Hoops and Schools program. Hard to work with those 2 free throws. The lead's back to 3. I have a feeling this is going to be a close game all the way.
I hope so. We see Carter Witt take a seat. Hunter Saville checking the game.
We've got a BNZ player timeout called here with 2.7 left in the first. Chance for you to scan the QR code and get your ticket to the big game thanks to BNZ. 5,000 tickets season long to give away. So just fill out your group's details when you get the pop-up on your screen and grab your tickets for the big game, with thanks, of course, to the great supporters, investors in New Zealand basketball, BNZ.
A lot of movement from both teams in this first quarter. Player management, foul management going on. That's Paese inside. He is cooking double digits in the first.
Wonderful finish for the Nuggets there. Beautifully executed play with 2.7 left. And Tata Paese timed his run to perfection. Great stuff there from the Nuggets. They take a 5-point lead into the second quarter. It's 27-22.
Each contestant has to shoot from under the basket. As Henry and Zach, when they make a goal, they run as fast as they can to the middle of the court. Steal themselves pizza slice voucher and then return for another
Hello,
shot.
TikTok fans. It's a Friday night game, Crystal. Welcome to TikTok. And, well, I was a bit intrigued by seeing Tyson Tatapaisi start this game, but I tell you what, he has totally rewarded Jeff Sparrow.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that just speaks to the confidence that you get as a player when you know that the coach has confidence and trust in you. It allows you to be more aggressive, try new things, and not play so scared or like you're going to get yanked back to the bench at any moment.
Yeah, 100%. So if you're watching on TikTok, thank you for your support. Every Friday night game here in the Cells NBL in New Zealand is streamed live on TikTok, so we hope you enjoy the game. I know many of you always saying, where is this game? Where is this game? And it is here in Aotearoa, New Zealand, every Friday night.
And on Sky Sport.
Exactly. But don't forget too that we're also streamed worldwide on, well, not worldwide, but in several countries on the FIBA basketball YouTube channel as well.
Congratulations.
So it's Otago up by 5 heading into the second quarter. Tyson Tatapaisi in his first start of the season has got 10 points for Otago. He's the leading scorer in the game for Otago. Matt Bardsley off the bench. Brilliant stuff from him with 8 points. All of them layups close to the basket, of course. And Jace Carter has been a showstopper for the Bulls. Three-pointer, couple of dunks. Been all happening from Jace Carter in the first quarter.
Yeah, back to these Nuggets players, Tyson Thuts-Poese and Ethan Russ. Sorry, and Matt Bardsley off the bench, both 100% on the floor. Boy, Tuach, good turnaround inside.
Exactly, he's been going strong too. 6 points in the game for him so far. Now here's Witt. Otago just stretching their lead out to 7 now. Franklin under pressure now. Nice little run for Otago too. They're on a 7-0 run at the moment too, Crystal, which is good for them.
Yeah, if we have a look at what the Nuggets have been doing defensively, we see them start in a 1-3-1 zone and then switch to a man at the back end of the possession. So really hard for the Franklin Bulls to try and figure out where the space is on the floor right now.
Here's Tuach. Nice pass, and that's too easy. Too easy for Zach McKenzie.
Yeah, speaking of space on the floor, we know when the Bulls hard show, they leave themselves vulnerable with that roller and nobody's inside to help DKP on the big down low.
Oh, terrible start to the second quarter. Witt can do something about that. Nice job by Robinson. Robinson! That is a good basket right there from Carl Robinson.
Strong take inside and off a great offensive rebound. He's the second leading rebounder for this team behind Jace Carter.
Foul mid-court there by Kelman Portal. There's Tuach again. Easy find for McKenzie. He won't get an easier basket than that all season long.
Oh, and that's what I was talking about earlier with DKP coming out on that hard show, leaving himself vulnerable with his player rolling to the hoop.
Smiler. Thuts-Poese. Caleb Smiler again. Yeah, finds a way to the basket.
And he is hyped up about it, letting Carter win. No, you got to guard me.
There is Witt. Carter. Witt back to Kelman Portal. Fancies himself here against McKenzie. And well, he doesn't win the day. Wow, did all the hard work there, Kelman Portal.
Good move by DKP. We know he has really crafty footwork inside, but how about the crafty pass by Tuach to McKenzie?
And a little reach in by Carter by the looks of it there. That will be his first foul of the game. Going to send Zach McKenzie to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Zach McKenzie been going at 78%. This season's been a valuable contributor for Otago off the bench. 21 minutes per game he's been averaging. 7 points per game. This is the second, but Waller's there to tidy up, is he? Another foul conceded. Looks like that one might go on Carter as well.
Yeah, you don't want that if you're the Bulls coach. Have another look on the replay at Moeller just picking that ball out of the air and drawing another foul out of Jace Carter. Jace Carter, really the heart and soul to this Franklin Bulls team. This is a trouble sign for them.
Yeah, absolutely. No surprise that Dan Ryan has called a timeout here, because you get the feeling the Bulls haven't quite got it going in the second quarter.
No, we've seen them rotate their subs early in this one. They've brought 4 players off the bench, so they're running 9 deep in their rotation. But Jace Carter, very much the leader, both on the offensive end and the defensive end, and how much he rotates off the ball. But the Nuggets, very smart and their experience. Craig Moeller knows exactly what time it is when he saw Jace Carter up in the air.
Lovely stuff from the Nuggets, though, on the other side of the court, Crystal. It's been, I think they've absorbed the initial pressure that the Bulls threw at them really well, and they were taking them deep in those 24-second plays most of the time. And they've come out of that pretty well, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. And what I just really liked about watching that timeout from the Otago Nuggets is Ethan Rusbach chiming in and holding his team accountable, and that you could see him communicating and echoing the coach and what they were saying. So it helps when you have a player that's an extension on the court of the coach.
Yeah, it definitely does, doesn't it? teams, you can see all the great teams in all the sports basically have a coach who's a player.
And Ethan Rusbach this year has really looked dialed in, reinvigorated with this squad and really bought into the types of defensive schemes they're running. We know he knocks it down offensively from outside the three-point line, but it's also the way this team has really bought in to the defensive side of the game as well.
Craig Moeller's starting to look comfortable now. This is his third game for the Nuggets this season. Former Ayers player from last year, and he's going well for the Nuggets. He'd been going at 17 points per game in his 2 previous games for them. So look at that lead all of a sudden. It's 12 points for the home team, looking comfortable. They're outscoring the Bulls 8-2 so far. Just that dunk so far from Carter. Finally another basket there from Robinson.
And Robinson finally giving the Nuggets a taste of their own medicine. We've seen Matt Bardsley do it on this end of the floor, but Robinson able to slip along that backside to pick up a cheap one for his squad.
Smiler. Just pay into Moeller again. Smiler for 3, and it goes from Caleb Smiler. Otago, 4 from 6 from the three-point line in this game.
The Franklin Bulls really struggling to rotate out of that on-ball defense.
Here's Witt. Nice finish from Carter Witt. That's a counter.
Carter Witt up to 4 points with that finish. And has not had an assist in this game. Averages over 10 per game, but just look at that take there. Very strong and physical through the contact of Tyson Tatspaese.
Yeah, lovely finish from Carter Witt, the American player. Can't complete the three-point play, but Robinson tidies up. Bonus 2 points for the Bulls.
Kale Robinson, that's his 3rd offensive rebound in this one already.
Well, that lead back to 9 now. Just the ticket there for the Bulls. Tatspaese. He got a good look there, didn't he?
That is Tyson Tatspaese's first miss of the night. Boyd.
Oh, that's a great finish coming in there from Zion Anderson. And now a timeout called by Jeff Sparrow as Franklin come roaring back into the game.
Yeah, these offensive rebounds. Look at Zion Anderson getting in on the action. Anderson and Robinson killing them on the glass right now.
It's the sins. The sins of the Bulls doing the job at the moment.
It was the H's in rapid, yeah. And it's the sins and the Sal's.
Exactly. Now that lead was 13, it's now back to 7. A lot of points coming off the bench from Otago in this game too. Crystal with Bardsley 8, Smiler 5, and McKenzie with a three-pointer as well. It's proving a big difference in the game.
Yeah, just showing their depth off the bench, the Nuggets. Smiler and McKenzie had a great warm-up into this game in rapid. They performed very well, led that squad there. So have translated over to this one with a lot of confidence and aggressiveness.
The Bulls showing a bit of fight. Well, what response we're going to get from the Nuggets? Both teams have responded really well off timeouts in this game. Is that trend going to continue here with Otago this time? Oh, Louis. Shot clock down to 8. And a little tip. Louis still has it. Hasn't touched the glass yet, though, as Moeller sets up for a 3. Oh. What? How did he lose that? Bonus here for the Otago team. Louis. McKenzie to Arch. To Arch again. Well, 99 times out of 100. That one's going to fall.
Yeah, Tuach will wish he had that one back. The Nuggets have missed a few bunnies in this quarter. Robinson inside.
Nice job by Robinson. That's too low for Big Bigger. Here comes Louis. Tatspaese. Oh, wow, he maybe had too much time there.
Yeah, started this game really hot. Tyson Thatsbasi already has 2 3-pointers tonight. Couldn't connect there.
Both teams just gone a little cold. Midway through the second quarter. Robinson double teamed. He's in a bit of strife. Almost turned over. Witt somehow managed to salvage it. Boyd for 3. Boyd can't pick up the loose ball. Boyd having a tough night. That's his 4th miss. Hasn't scored yet. Rusbach. He is just so efficient.
He is on a platter going up for that layup. Really turned the corner out of that dribble handoff. Ethan Rusbach, easy bucket.
Well, that's a worry for the Bulls, isn't it? Because Otago back up by 9. Rusbach, who's usually a heavy scorer, those were his first points of the game just there. Witt for a long ranger, and he buries it, Carter Witt.
Carter Witt being a scorer more than a passer tonight. We're not used to seeing that, but he's having to get it done for his team, up to 7 points.
Back to 6 to Ush in the corner. Again, good defense on him. Here comes Anderson. Boyd, nicely timed pass into Robinson for 2 points, and it's the Sins again.
Robinson doing a really good job of getting on the glass, up to 12 points. And Bigger did a great job of running the floor early in that one as well.
Well, not long ago, Crystal, that lead was 13 points. And now it's back to 4. Bulls on an 8-0 run at the moment. Rusbach for 3. He is just so clutch.
He is clinical. Ethan Rusbach up to 5.
Your captain standing tall is exactly what you need. Here's Boyd. Way off target, but Bigger. In fact, it's hit the side of the backboard, so it's going to be Nuggets ball.
I actually think that's a foul.
Hang on. Where did that go on? Boyd did it.
I think it might have gone on Bigger, the push on the back on that rebound, and he'll take his seat.
No one on 3 fouls in this game yet.
Jace Carter and Matthew Bardsley on 2.
Carter coming back into the game now for the Bulls. Smiler. Here's Rusbach. Bardsley almost getting it. Good job by Matt Bardsley. That's typical Matt Bardsley play.
Exactly. Not going to show up on the stat sheet, but gets the ball back for his team. And these possessions are what win you games. These little things like that.
Exactly. Turning it into 2 points. Maybe 3. Mola. Shot clock down to 6. Here he goes all the way. And another easy flush there in this game.
Mola averaging 17 points per game this season. His efficiency is up since last. Boyd in the left corner.
It's not happening for Boyd in this game. Here's Kelvin Porto. Carter, Witt. Basket from that side. There's Carter. Lovely rebound from Jace Carter. Good defense on him, though. Here comes Rusbach.
Great defense by Matt Bardsley, and he's rewarded on this side. Oh, no, he missed the layup.
It was too easy almost for Matt Bardsley. What a pass to him, though, from Rusbach. Great find, wasn't it?
It was, has the vision.
Kelvin Porto, too good there, too big and strong again. Dom Kelvin Porto, what's he got now? 5 points. Last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Nice energy to this game as Ethan Rusbach just to keep things going again. Mola from way outside. In fact, he might have stood on the sideline there.
Have another look at this dunk. The blow-by down the left lane and up on the rim. Craig Mola getting it done in this first half.
He's on 9 points. 2 players in double figures already for the Bulls. It's Carter and Robinson. Here's Boyd again, having a tough night as I touched on. 0 from 5 from the field, but there might be the spark for Boyd in this game.
Great little stop and go by Boyd down the lane. Gets the defense to freeze. And he's able to capitalize at the rim.
Bardsley. Do a number on Carter Witt. And succeeding beautifully there, Matt Bardsley. Smiler was in there with a foul. I like that, though.
Yeah, and so does Jeff Sparrow. You can see him clapping him on, likes the intensity. And Caleb Smiler just keeping this Bulls offense honest, keeping them on their toes at all times.
I was going to check out. He's had a good shift, hasn't he? 9.6 rebounds, 4 assists already for the Aussie. And a steal as well. All-round game has been excellent.
Both him and Matthew Bardsley, who also deserves a break, will sit on the bench. Witt under duress.
Caleb Smiler again with the foul. And Smiler might have to take a seat now. And he comes off with 3 fouls. So Louis back out there now.
Louis, the Canadian national player, has the job of marking Carter Witt.
Yeah, he would have loved, don't know if he's a football fan, but of course he was born in Haiti. He would have loved watching Haiti beat New Zealand 4-0 midweek. Oh, what about that? There's something to love about that shot from Robinson.
Absolutely, we've seen him get it done inside. He's had 12 points in the paint, but that's his first time connecting from deep. 1 from 2 from outside for Cale Robinson.
He is on a season's average already, Crystal, and we're not even at half-time. In fact, he's exceeded it. Been going at 12 points a game. He's got 15 points in this first half.
Yeah, he joined this Bulls squad late in this season, and since he's come in, really made a difference. The intensity he brings on the offensive side.
To Arch, flicks it over to McKenzie. 7 seconds, Zach McKenzie, strong move, love that finish.
Yeah, great bump on the initial contact, and then the step through into space. Zach McKenzie, crafty.
Otago hit 50. Here's the last 8 seconds now of this first half. Carter Witt. Can't get it to Carter. But Carter Witt takes it all the way. Lovely finish with 1.6 remaining.
Carter Witt really struggling to see the passing lanes right now, but one thing he did see on this play was a lane straight to the hoop. Look at it open up, extends outside his body and takes the contact from Tuach. We'll try to finish it off at the Chemist Warehouse free throw line.
That was terrific stuff from Carter Witt. And he does complete the 3-point play. Much needed points. Rusbatch goes down court. McKenzie. Oh, that would have been special. Not to be. As we see, a little bit of feelings shown by the players, but in the end, no harm done. 50-47. Pretty good comeback by the Bulls in that latter part of that second quarter. In fact, there was a foul. There was a foul right at the end of that play. How crucial might that be in the wash-up?
Yeah, and how about the heads-up play by Ethan Rusbatch to have the vision to fire that long football pass down court to the 6'8" Zach McKenzie.
So there you are. Scan that QR code, folks, if you're in Southland and Otago. And get all the details on the Hoops and Schools program for your school in 2026. So Zach McKenzie. Free throws here for the Otago Nuggets. Bonus free throws in a way. Only one made by McKenzie. Oh, in fact, they're ruling it 3 fouls, of course, from the corner.
Yeah, we actually saw him do something similar in the Rapid League game. He was fouled shooting a 3.
So with 0.3 of a second left, there's going to be a BNZ player timeout. No, you can't actually. Now you're calling it right.
You have to touch the ball to be able to call it.
Got to sort it out, but we're here eventually. So BNZ play a timeout here for the Bulls with 0.3 of the second left.
I could think that put something up on the rim for the likes of Jace Carter or Cale Robinson.
Let's see. In fact, it's going to be secured by Alan Louis. So it's a 5-point lead for Otago. That quarter was tied at 25 apiece between these two teams. It's Otago in front, 52-47 at halftime.
And we are back on TikTok.
Here we are. Wow, it's this game is tight. I know it's only 5 points in it, Crystal, but it feels like it could very much go either way this game. Are you in that camp?
Yeah, I am. I mean, if you look at that second quarter, both teams putting up 25 points, very even. And both of these squads rotating a lot of subs off the bench. So they're anticipating a tight game, you know, saving some of their starters, keeping them out of foul trouble because they know it can potentially go right down to the wire. If you're just tuning in, players that you need to watch out for on the Franklin Bulls side, Cale Robinson up to 15 points, and he is putting in a shift on the glass. He has two defensive rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds. They're just not boxing him out.
Amazing, isn't it? Yeah, he's having a good game, and I think the one for the Bulls to keep your eye on, though, in the second half is Boyd.
Yeah,
he's only got 1 from 6, very quiet so far.
Yeah, and he's been a player that I've really turned to down the stretch, where he kind of goes, his team goes. How about this night and day game going on our screen too? How many players do they have on each team?
Not enough. Yeah, not enough. Yeah, Boyd averages 22 points per game this season. He's only got 2 in the first half. So he's due 20 points in the second half.
Right, you would think. And Carter Witt still only sitting on 1 assist. That's, you know, odd to me as well.
Crazy, isn't it? So, yeah, hope you're enjoying the game. If you've got any questions about the Cells NBL, fire up. We are monitoring the feed on TikTok. So if you've got any questions, someone's just picked up a double dribble by one of these young kids. Someone's saying, fire the cameraman. Come on, that's a bit harsh. Yeah, I love it.
You know, they have so many players on the court. It would almost be interesting to see how they'd go with 2 basketballs out there. Have 2 games in 1.
That's right, yeah. Give them a second ball. The only problem is, though, you'd be tempted to throw, I don't know, one person 2 balls at the same time just to see if they can handle it.
Right.
Well, I would anyway.
Right. Hey, we do 2-ball dribbling. Everyone practices that.
Yeah, true. Half-time here in Dunedin. Thank you for staying with us. And at the half-time, it is Otago 52 and Franklin 47. So the score has been in Otago's favour for a little while. The Franklin Bulls have been in front by 5 during the first quarter. But it was that latter part of that first quarter, Crystal Ledger Walker, wasn't it, where Otago started to take control of the scoreboard. Just that little bit.
Yeah, we've seen the Otago Nuggets mix it up defensively. They've chucked different things at the Franklin Bulls. We know what they can do offensively. What's really stood out to me on the stat sheet is Carter Witt being more, you know, of a scorer tonight. We've seen him put up 10 points, but he's still just sitting on the 1 assist. We're used to seeing him dish out over 10 per game. So look for that to change in the second half. And then offensively for the Nuggets, you know, Tyson Tatspaese, he's been really aggressive to start this one. He's had a lot going in, and Matthew Bardsley, he's been slippery along the baseline, a lot of back cuts behind the defense. He's up to 10 points as well. And then Zach McKenzie off the bench for the Nuggets, a usual starter who's dropped back down to come off the bench. He's given some great minutes and put up 7 points on the board. So off the bench for the Nuggets, they're looking deep, they're rotating players in, and they're producing. They look confident. On the Bulls side, just struggling to connect right now, not really finding their flow that we're used to them seeing. But yeah, those assists by Witt, that number being low, I think that's really evident in the effort the Otago Nuggets are doing defensively, sitting in a 1-3 zone, mixing it up, going man, and also throwing in a full court press at times too.
Indeed, but having said all that, the Franklin Bulls are right there. They're only 5 points away, but my player of the game so far has been Craig Moller, the Australian. 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists and a steal. He is having a fantastic all-round game.
Yeah, he is. He's doing it all in multiple different ways. Aggressive from all 3 levels and scoring the ball from the 3 in the paint, and then also getting on the glass and getting his team second chance opportunities.
Indeed, he's been quite the pickup for the Nuggets since finishing a contract in Iceland earlier on this year. So 52-47 it is to the Nuggets. Second half isn't too far away. Thank you, TikTok fans, for sticking with us. Buzz says Robinson's going to lead the Bulls to a comeback win, no doubt.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm from Waikato. I can get behind that. The St. John's alum.
He is. Exactly. He's having a great game, though. 15 points at 70%. 5 rebounds as well. Someone's asking either you or me to go and dunk it. Well, I can't. I can't jump. You remember that movie, White Man Can't Jump? That's me.
Hey, well, I'm not a white man, but I still can't jump either.
Indeed. So, yeah, love all these comments coming through. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but stay tuned, because I'm sure we're going to see a lot more dunks coming up in the second half between the likes of Jace Carter and Boyd Tuach. There are some high flyers out on the court.
Yeah, look, this game's almost asking for a player to really take the game by the scruff of the neck, you know, and there are several that can do that have had quiet first halves, like Jace Carter. Throw him in there, and he's the #1 in that category for me.
Yeah, absolutely. He got in a little bit of foul trouble in that first half, sitting on 2 personal fouls. But one player that the Nuggets have done a great job on and locking up is Darren Boyd, sitting on just those 2 points. He will be one they want to keep a lid on in the second half, because he has been really good down the stretch.
Yeah, he's going to be a key player, no doubt about it. So, yeah, lots of potential scenarios at play coming into the second half. Ruspatch is another who's had a pretty quiet first half, but looked good when he's imposed himself, as he always does in the game. If he can get his hands on the ball a lot in the second half, he's another player that can easily take the game away from any other team.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's also, you know, watching him off the ball, how much he runs around and flies around the court, how they use him off-ball screens and keeps the defense honest. You can't sag off him because you know he can knock it down. But then when he's also flying around the court, he's hard to keep a track of.
Corey Kelso said, go my cousin Harry. Well, I tell you what, Harry Kelso, he's been on the bench for the Bulls in this game. Did he come on? He didn't come on in the first half. He had a great game in the Rapidly game earlier tonight. So really good effort from Harry Kelso.
Yeah, such long wingspan, long body, long frame. He finished really well around the rim. So if you see him get an opportunity in the second half, expect him to do something similar in terms of getting down the lane.
So 52-47 it is, heading into the second half here in Dunedin. So Darren Boyd not going through the warm-up in the second half for now. He's saving it for on court. Just a little reminder too before we head into the second half of the games coming up tomorrow. We've got 2 matches coming up tomorrow from Tauranga and from New Plymouth. Tauranga fire up against the Nelson Giants, both last start winners, as they say. That's going to be a fascinating clash. And then Taranaki, who have been battling a little bit in recent weeks, to face a formidable opponent in the Auckland Tuatara. These are the 2 games tomorrow to enjoy in the Cells NBL, and then the 2 on Sunday. Wellington play the Nuggets, so quick turnaround for the Nuggets after tonight's game. They're on the plane up to the capital tomorrow, and the Bulls then move down to Southland, and that will be the final game in round 9 for this season.
Couple really tough games coming up for both of these squads, the Tuatara and the Sharks, sitting high on the table and looking pretty. They've got some big size inside with Sam Timmins and the likes of Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson for the Tuatara.
Yeah, Max Darling and, of course, Tobias Cameron have just started at the Sharks as well. So, yeah, going to be tough for whoever plays them once Sam Timmins comes back as well.
Right.
Tough, man.
Tough going, but hey, first game first. Let's lock back in here into the second half. Now, if you missed that first half, a few people to keep an eye on in terms of foul trouble. Jace Carter sitting on 2 personal fouls. Alice Bigger also sitting on 2 personal fouls on the Bulls side. And then for the Nuggets, Matthew Bardsley has 2, Caleb Smiler on 3, but everyone else 1 or less.
Yeah, none of the key players really, if you think about it, Crystal, are in too much trouble at the moment.
We've seen the coaches rotate their bench early and a lot in this game. The Nuggets going 8 deep in their rotation, and the Bulls, they've got 10 of their players on the court tonight.
Jeff Sparrow is always ready. Fantastic first-year coach for the Otago Nuggets. Thoroughly enjoying his time in Dunedin. Well, for a second or 2 there, before he got his game face back on.
Right. He was actually the assistant coach and involved with this program for a few years leading up to this as well. Don't forget, because, you know, he's learnt this league. He's seen what it has to offer, and now that he's in this head coaching role, applying his game plan.
Doing a pretty good job too. Boyd giving it to Kelman Portal. Posting up here on Ethan Rusbash. Now Boyd, and that is the kickstart for Darren Boyd maybe.
The Nuggets did a really good job locking Darren Boyd up in that first half, kept him to 2 points, but that's not good signs if you're a Nuggets fan, because Boyd has been potent down the stretch.
Tuach. Nice pass into Mola. Oh, Mola misses an easy one there. Got to get those ones in the hoop.
Absolutely. Mola being really efficient in this game with his 9 points. And how about that? Just giving the ball to Boyd Tuach.
What happened there from Kyle Robinson? Now Tata Paese, and it goes again for another triple. That's his 3rd of the game.
Tyson Tatspaese at 13 points, gets his first start tonight and has come out hot.
Really doing a fantastic job scoring in this game. Boyd. Boyd again. Kelman Portal doing a great job just to get there, and Boyd tidies up.
Great use of the fake down low to let that defense fly by and get it up on the rim. Boyd looking to cook in this second half.
Tuach, Tatapaisi. Oh, that was almost a brilliant shot.
That was, with the little snatch back, got him with that.
Carter. Here's Chase Carter. No foul on Carter. And there's a foul from Carter. Maybe a little frustration there, as he got sucked in by Ethan Rusbach. That'll be his 3rd foul.
Jace Carter is usually pretty good at staying disciplined and keeping himself out of foul trouble. That is not the case tonight. That is his third, and that is a worry if you are Dan Ryan.
He must be thinking of pulling him. Still out there at the moment, Rusbach. Gives it to Louis. Mola. Oh, tidied up by Rusbach. Couldn't get the put back in, though, and here comes Carter. Oh, lovely no-looker. How good was that pass?
So good. I think he was waiting for Dom Kamampoto on the roll, but Kale Robinson said, I'll slip in that space instead. Easy two.
Lead back to two. To Arch. To Arch. Oh, that is an amazing basket from Boy to Arch.
Just the athleticism of Boy Tuach, the amount of floor he can cover with his steps is impressive. Have another look at it. Picks it up at the free throw line and gets himself all the way into the paint and has the athleticism to finish through the contact.
It was fantastic. One of the best baskets of the game from Boy Tuach. Tuach up to 7, 8, 9 points now in this contest. Here's Witt. Carter, another great pass. Robinson, no luck for him that time. Louis with the pass. Mola with the finish. Lovely fast break points there, Crystal.
Mola up to 11, and this zone defense that the Nuggets are sitting in and just letting them get those rebounds, get those stops, and get out and run.
Witt. Now Boyd. Let's took back to Carter Witt. Nice work from Boyd. Good work, good pass from Boyd this time. Calvin Poto, wide open under the hoop there. Two more for the Bulls.
Dom Kamampoto just tidying up the crumbs underneath with that one up to 7 points.
Strong game, Dom Kamampoto. 2 assists, 3 assists and 2 rebounds as well for Kamampoto. To Arch with the shot clock down to 6. And that one goes astray. And it's going to be Bulls' possession.
Great early help by the Bulls on that possession. Could see Jace Carter and Carter Witt both in the paint ready to rotate.
Witt. Nice pass again, and there's Boyd finishing with style. It's great stuff from Simon Anderson in the lead up to that.
And have another look, this full court press that the Nuggets are applying. They break it straight down the middle, and that's a way to pull that defense back. It's just punishing them at the rim, getting a quick shot.
A bit more authority to some of these baskets now from Franklin in this game. Rusbach looking for the foul and getting it too. Smart play by Ethan Rusbach.
Yeah, heads up play from Rusbach, heard that whistle, made sure to get it up on the rim, but also just read Kale Robinson's defense and attacked on the closeout.
Third foul conceded by the Bulls in this quarter. Louis. And he's thrown it away to Boyd. A tough night, Louis. He's another who hasn't scored in the game is Boyd. And it's been lost out of court by Boyd.
Matt Bardsley with the quick hands on that one and gets it off Boyd's leg to get the ball back. He just brings such a high motor approach to every game that we see him in.
I love Matt Bardsley and have done so for many years. He's played over 100 games for the Otago Nuggets. What is his 7th season now here in Dunedin?
As a part of the 2 championships that the Otago Nuggets won with Brent Matahaere at the helm. Louis inside.
Louis gets his first points of the game, much needed. For the Nuggets have been struggling to score a little bit in this quarter compared to their other quarters. in this game. And now Carter Wood again. Oh, that's a good finish from Carter Wood.
Carter Witt just turned that corner, put his head down, got his shoulder lower than the defense on that drive to get to his floater.
12 points for Witt. Here's McKenzie. Rusbach. Ethan Rusbach with a big bucket for Otago.
Ethan Rusbach, perfect from outside, 2 from 2 from 3.
Witt has lost it, and Mola's got it. Otago feel like they're on a nice little roll on at the moment. Well, great enthusiasm from Rusbach and Mola, and Dan Ryan's seen enough. It's a timeout for the Bulls.
To me, you can just see the difference in body language and energy between these two teams right now. You see the Nuggets sprinting, high fives, heads up into their timeout. The Bulls looking a little bit down on themselves, heads dropped. We'll see if Dan Ryan can pick them back up out of this timeout.
Great stuff from Ethan Rusbach. We mentioned just before the second half starting how he was a key player. If he was starting to get hot, then Otago would be hard to stop in this game. And it's not just his scoring either we're talking about there, Crystal. It's just general leadership, and it's just a little one-percenters.
Yeah, you can see how much he communicates to his squad. We spoke about earlier him in the timeout really leading and having his voice heard there. But you can also see it on that defensive end on the ball, how he organizes his teammates, how he gets them in passing lanes and starts the rotation. He just really sets the tone on both ends of the floor for his squad.
20% off any large pizza at Sal's until next Thursday. Just scan the QR code. Sal's MVP26 is the online code. That's for any pizza as well. And Mola continues his good game. 13 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals now.
He's averaging close to a double-double.
Yep.
Double-double, sorry. He was a great pickup for this Nugget squad late in the season. And he just brings that versatility and adaptability that a lot of these Nuggets players have.
Here comes Boyd. Carter for 3. Well, the rebound is kind for the Bulls. Picked up by Robinson. Boyd again. Lane was closed on that occasion. Ooh, a little hand in there from, I think, Bardsley. I think that one might go on Rusbach, in fact.
Yeah, Ethan Rusbach called for the hands on that foul. But I love his intensity. Boyd is very aggressive, and Ethan Rusbach really trying to beat him to the spot. Take some chest bumps. Jace Carter, second attempt is good.
That was a great three-pointer. Bit of pressure coming from Zion Anderson, but it's a bit too keen for the referee's liking. This is going to look good on the replay.
It will. Have another look at Jace Carter working his way off those screens. Hand in his face does not matter.
Carter with that is up to 14 points. It's his first basket of the third quarter. Pretty quiet so far. Tightly marked. Gathered again by Mola. McKenzie wide open for 3. In it goes. And Otago's outstanding shooting from the three-point line continues. That's 8 from 15 in the game.
Just some miscommunication from the Franklin Bulls on that defensive play. Jace Carter called for the switch. No one went up, and they just stopped playing. Boyd trying to play through contact.
McKenzie, a little unlucky there. Great three-point shooting by Otago, and it's not just one player who's on song beyond the arc now. Let's have a look here. Mola's got a 3, Rusbach, Caleb Smiler, McKenzie. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players have got three-pointers now.
Yeah, and that just stretches the floor out for the Nuggets. The Bulls have to respect it. They have to show a hand. They have to rotate a little bit faster than they just did.
Witt in trouble. Zion Anderson, a little shoulder there from Caleb Smiler, who picks up his 4th foul. So he's only got 1 more to give in the game. You know, even though he's a bench player, he's a key bench player. Don't want to lose him.
Oh, and he has been around this squad for a few years now. It's Caleb Smiler we're talking about. Kale Robinson down low.
Stripped out of his hands there by Matt Barnes, and he's having a terrific game. Still going to be Bulls' possession, although they only have 8 seconds left in the set now. Witt with the run-around play. Oh, how did that go in from Carter Witt? He couldn't have been more off balance.
Oh, he could have. That was an incredible finish. Have a look at him turn the corner out of those screens. Just the hang time to square his shoulders up on the rim and get it over. It's impressive falling over.
That was a very strong finish from Carter Witt. Out of North Carolina, first year in New Zealand, and he completes the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Really enjoy watching Carter Witt play the point guard package he has.
Remember, every free throw made contributes to the Hoops and Schools program. Mola, kick out to McKenzie. Doesn't take the three this time and has the confidence to drive home.
You have to respect him. He just hit one from that spot, and he recognized Jace Carter was on him with 3 fouls, went straight at him to the rim.
That's a 7-point lead again. Witt. Oh, he was unlucky there. Twatch. Mola. Well, that was a block there by Carter, who's away. And one of the Bulls players is down behind the basket there. So we've got a pause in proceedings to see who that was. Looks like it might be Robinson. Well, that's the earlier play. Not sure who's down in
I think it might have been
play.
Boyd. Both teams will just huddle and try reorganize themselves. But that was Boyd we saw go out on the baseline, and he walks gingerly to the bench.
Yes, there he is. An encouraging sign he is he was able to get there. Oh, I see. I don't think we need an explanation. We know what the explanation is. Here comes Witt. Here comes Carter. Carter! Ah, lovely tip back to Thatapaisi. The Nuggets keeping the scoreboard pressure going. Here on Franklin. Now here is Tuach. Tuach. Far away as Robinson gets the rebound.
Kale Robinson up to 7 rebounds in this ball game. He's on double-double watch with his 17 points as well. Witt probing.
Zion Anderson couldn't quite get his timing right, but it did touch the rim. So another play here for Carter. Oh, couldn't get through the blue wall that time.
Mola just showing his experience and the vet leadership he brings. Being in all the right places, picking up steals like that. Tyson Tatspaese with the turnaround.
Love how the game is being played out here for Tyson Tatspaese. And Witt rolls it in again. Man, some of his baskets have not been easy in this game.
No, he has been crafty around the rim. He's had to use every bit of his might to get the ball up through this Nuggets defense. We'll see Tyson Tatspaese slow it down for the last shot.
Let's see what Otago can do here. Blocked this time by Carter. They've got time here. Carter Witt. He's away, so it's a 7-point lead for Otago heading into the last quarter. They've outscored the Bulls by 2, in quarter number 3, 74 to 67.
All right, we got the Emerson shootout 3-point. You're very quiet tonight. So let's give them some support. Let's make some noise.
Wow, for the final time this evening, thank you TikTok fans for sticking around. We're still watching in big numbers, which is really cool. Let's have a look. What's Tyson Thatapaisi? He's on 15. He needs 2 more to get, or 3 more points to get to a career high.
Yep, I have that recorded down here as well. His career high is 17 points versus the Nuggets actually last year in their final game.
Yeah, that's right. And now he's playing for Otago, of course.
Might have helped him get recruited down here.
Well, yeah.
But whoever the fan was that shouted out Cale Robinson, they were thinking they have maybe a little bit of a future prediction going on, because he definitely showed up and showed out in that second half, pulling in rebounds up to 7 and sitting on his 17 points, leading the way alongside Carter Witt. Yeah, indeed. Zach has texted, never watched an NBL game in my life. Shout out NBL. Well, hopefully you'll be back for another one. Right, definitely changed that for you. Get this fan on the Spurs immediately. Yeah, I must admit, I'm hoping New York take the NBA this year. Really? Absolutely. It's been so long since they won it, Crystal. Come on. Oh, no, I'm behind Spurs because of Sean Marks. Well, it's Otago 74, the Bulls 67, heading into the last quarter. Otago's biggest lead of the game was 13. And the Bulls have been in front by 5. 3 players in double figures now for the Bulls heading into the last quarter. Karu's on a double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds. We get this last quarter underway. Witt on 17 and Robinson on 17, and 4 players in double figures for Otago. Thatapaisi on 15, who needs 3 more points for a career-high score. And Coleman Portal picks up a foul there. Just his second. Yeah, he's still sitting on his 2. Remember, Jace Carter's still got his 3 and Cale Robinson on 2 as well. Indeed, so Thatapaisi, Zach McKenzie's on 12, Mola 13, Matt Barsley on 10. And in the road, nicking that one. Great job from Zion Anderson. He and Bardsley getting tangled up going down court 2. That was fun. Carter. Well, Coleman Portal, good hands. And in it goes. Good finish from DKP. DKP has such good awareness around the rim, knowing exactly where he is on the floor and knowing what angle he has to work with on the backboard. Again, the Bulls send a clear message to Otago. They are not going away in this game. Here comes Bardsley. Thatapaisi. Oh, great pass to Bardsley. We'll call that a shot, a half shot, half pass, yes. And it should definitely be recorded as an assist. Definitely. Here comes Witt. Tries to roll off Carter. Nothing happening there. Bardsley not buying it. Anderson. Boyd. Nice jumper from Boyd. That's 10 points for him in the game. That was set up by him setting a great screen for DKP going down low. Ethan Rusbach had to bump, and that gave him space to get to his jumper. Tuach. Bardsley. Well, he's lost it. Ooh. A little reach in there by Boy Tuach, it was. It's foul number 3 on Boy Tuach. Oh, sorry, no. Is it the other way? Is that on Zion Anderson? Oh, yes. Timeout called anyway. Zion Anderson has been great defensively for me, just getting little tips. We've seen him, get his hands in on some passing lanes, especially when those Nuggets cutters are going along the baseline, slipping in gaps. Zion Anderson has had very active hands, but unfortunately called for it on that one. That's pretty cool. Half
Well, a big percentage of the crowd has decided to get on court.
Hey, everyone gets some time on court to shine.
No, the game's not over, folks. It's just a timeout with the score at the moment. Otago 76, Franklin 71.
I'm glad they're having a little dance party for these kids to let out some of that sugar that they were given by the free Ben & Jerry's ice cream giveaway that the Otago Nuggets were doing tonight.
Yeah, it's really cool to see the smiles on the faces here at the Cells NBL game here at the Edgar Centre. Who's going to be smiling at the end of this game, though, from these two teams? So far, it's Otago with their noses in front. Shooting the ball in this game at 57%, Otago. It's good. And the Bulls, too, very respectable 49. Quick three from Rusbach. Oh, what a shot from Ethan Rusbach. All class.
Just so pretty, and he held that follow through all the way back as well. He knew it was money. And how about the quick release on his shot?
11 points for Ethan Rusbach. He has a habit, and all the teams he's played for down through the years, getting baskets when they really need to come. Boyd tries to find DKP, and he finds him too. Nice finish again from Kelman Poto.
Boyd has been so much more aggressive in this second half, really going out and playmaking. Got to Arch with his jab and was able to draw another defender and free up DKP underneath.
Another turnover for Franklin. Carter for three. Ooh, hard luck for Jace Carter.
Jace Carter has hit 2 3-pointers in this matchup. Unable to get a third.
That would have been big for Franklin. Here goes Bardsley again. Oh, blocked this time by Anderson. Kelman Poto salvages it. Oh, he stood on the baseline. Hard luck there. And I hope our camera operator's okay. More importantly, was he rolling? He was. Look at this. This is be a great view of it. Oh no, that's Rusbach's three.
Hey, that's a great view to Ethan Rusbach knocking it down.
Really good shot from Rusbach. Mola. Oh, the threes continue from Otago. Let's have a look now. 10 from 20.
Yeah, Mola has had his eye in. Second three of the game. Jace Carter with the strength. And Rusbach with the rebound.
And now Smiler. Rusbach, lovely pass. Bardsley. Bardsley, that's composure under the hoop. And things getting desperate all of a sudden again for Franklin. It's 84-73. It's an 11-point game now. Apologies, our graphic is frozen again for you. So 84-73 is the score, and there's Carter Witt getting the Bulls up to 75 now. Just under 7 minutes to play.
Carter Witt leading all scorers, sitting on 1 assist. We're used to seeing him dish out 10, but how about Ethan Rusbach? He's the dime thrower tonight.
Here come the Bulls again. About 6:30 to play. Apologies for our frozen graphic as Witt continues to really play well in this game.
He liked that matchup. He got the big Craig Mola on him. He knew he had the speed advantage and definitely has the creativity to get him going backwards with his dribble.
Witt up to 19. The score is 84-77 to Otago at the moment. 5:55 to play. Otago have 11 seconds left in this 24-second set. Here's McKenzie. Louis is fouled by Boyd. It will be Boyd's first foul. He's in no problems whatsoever, but Louis will go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe for 2 shots.
Louis has had a quiet game tonight by his standards, sitting on the 2 points before these attempted free throws. He has a physical edge on most guards he comes up against, but that time going against Boyd, who is also very strong in stature, takes it straight at the body. He's able to draw a foul out of him. Also with Tyson Thatapaese starting this game and playing that point guard position, it's forced Louis to play more off the ball.
85-77. Here comes Carter Witt. 21 points. He's the leading scorer in the game. Shooting at 53%. He's just on fire at the moment, Crystal.
He is, and he absolutely has that jumper in his bag. He's just doing what he likes out there, getting to his spots and cashing in.
Franklin get close again to Otago with 5:15 to play. Here's Louis. Doesn't get the roll off the rim, and a tough rebound taken by Robinson.
Great defense on Robinson just to stay in front and make that a tough contested shot. And then the support coming in from the Bulls, cleaning up the rebounds.
Carter. Back to Witt. Witt. Oh, Carter Witt. Fantastic stuff from him.
26 points, and that is what you call feeding the hot hand. Look at Jace Carter, heads up play, give it to the guy that is absolutely making it rain right now. Carter Witt putting on a show.
Wow, just when you think Otago are going to kick clear, back come the Bulls. And it's through Carter Witt. Was he 10 from 17 in the game? That's just under 60% from the field. Only one assist from him in the game. It's incredible, isn't it? Man, he's been averaging 11 per game up to this point.
Yeah, he leads the league in assists. We're used to seeing him be a pass-first guard, get his teammates going. But tonight, when he's seen his teammates struggling and staying cold, he's taken over, especially in this fourth quarter.
Well, 4:50 to play.
From the Nuggets, I'm expecting to see them get the ball out of Carter Witt's hands through some double teams, through throwing multiple bodies at him. But right now, you want anyone else to score except Carter Witt, because he is on a heater.
That's true, but the problem is if you start double teaming Witt, then that's going to free Carter. That's Jace Carter and Boyd. And of course, Robinson has been going well, and Kelvin Porter's been very efficient under the hoop in this game as well.
Right, pick your poison. Mola with the ball.
And that is a nice, the finish from McKenzie. Disappointed he missed that. Otago stuck on that force field at the moment. Can't break through that 85 mark. Carter. Here's Witt once more. That's Robinson. Another three-point attempt just missed by the Bulls. Would have tied the game up. Now, that might be the carrot for Otago to kick clear again, especially with Rusbatch with his hands on the ball. Tough basket from the captain.
How about Rusbatch stepping up in the moments it matters most? He's got 13, and that was a tough take inside.
Carter. Cohen Portal. Got a mismatch there with Louis. And is he stood on the baseline there, or is that a foul? It's going to be a foul.
Dom Kalman-Porto, a very experienced 3-on-3 international player. He knows how to make the most of advantages like that on the smaller Louis inside.
It's not a shooting foul, though. That was only the first foul of this quarter for Otago. It might be the second, in fact, as we see Boyd gather it. Six on the shot clock for Boyd. The step back three from Boyd. Robinson does a great job to get rid of Rusbatch. And who's that come off? It's still going to be Bulls ball.
Kale Robinson and Jace Carter, they lead this team in rebounding, and in that position we see both of them having an impact on the glass, doing just enough to get their team the ball back.
Tough looks here for Franklin. Can they convert one? Ooh, 5 seconds was close there. Calvin Portal's got it finally from Witt. Robinson for three. One of these is going to fall finally, and it does. 20 points for Robinson.
Kale Robinson, we know he can knock down the three ball, shooting it at a lower percentage, and I'm sure he would like, but he's been brought in to be a sniper for this Franklin Bulls squad.
Tuach, stripped out of his hands by Carter. Carter gliding. Oh, he's lost it. Tuach got his own back there. Lovely pass down to Tuach. And it's Otago up by 4. Pace of the game is up as Boyd is fouled. And Boyd's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Have another look at Boyd Tuach, just getting his hands in on it and leaking out on the break and letting the Bartercard official know that he wanted a foul as well. Boyd Tuach feels like we haven't seen him in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's a quiet 11 points he's got in this game. Now here is Boyd at the Chemist Warehouse stripe. He's an 85% free throw shooter this season.
Struggled in this game from the three-point line. He's gone 0-4 from outside. But in the second half, has done a much better job of getting paint touches and getting himself going offensively inside the three.
It's back to 2 for Franklin. Here comes Louis. Nice finish from Alain Louis.
Great timing by Louis. Saw Ethan Rusbach come around on the curl, waited for him to clear out before taking that drive.
Witt looking for Kelman Porto, a lovely pass. Likewise back to Carter. Oh, that's fantastic stuff from the Bulls.
And that type of play from the Bulls is what we're used to seeing. When they are at their best, it gets through hands. We see Carter Witt getting off on-ball screens, delivering passes on the money, and catching the defense out of rotation.
Wow, big challenges in this game now for both these two teams. There's Tuach, he's lost it. Kelman Porto's got it.
Great hands by the Bulls. A little bit of momentum coming back their way.
Well, they have a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first quarter. Kelman Porto. Oh, there's another foul. Oh, is it still going? Baseline is in fact Robinson.
Now this is why it helps when you play at home, when you've got the crowd behind you, being the best six-man they can be and letting the Bartercard officials know it's their ball as well.
Under 90. Big moment in the game now for the Nuggets. Here's Mola. Tuach. Louis for 3. And McKenzie. They've got it, Robinson.
And with that rebound, Kale Robinson gets his double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, and man, he's putting a shift in on the glass.
So here we go, Carter Witt with 40 seconds to play. Witt for the lead. Another three-pointer just misses. What about that from Carter? A great save from Jace Carter.
To keep himself in bounds on that play as well. Impressive. Boyd attacking.
Boyd with the fadeaway. Boyd rattles it in.
We told you that man shows up in the clutch. He has ice in his veins. Have a look at this ISO play. Takes him left, spins back to the right, and the fader is good from Boyd.
Bulls hit the front for the first time in a decade in this game. Wow, 92-91. Lots of big corridor going on now, Crystal.
Darren Boyd finished the first half with 2 points. He has really produced and flipped the script in the second half, up to 14 Though he's been struggling from outside, he has been playing very physical and getting himself paint touches and finishing tough shots like that.
Wow. You mentioned a quiet first half. 2 points in the first half for Boyd, and he's now up to 14.
The production from the 5 starters for the Bulls has been really impressive. They've only had the contribution of 4 points off the bench tonight. The starters really asked to dig deep and give it all they've got down the stretch.
This game is not over, though. 24 seconds to play. Otago with the possession, 1 point behind. Anything can happen from here.
Absolutely. Big-time players on both sides of the court. Star-studded rosters all across this league and players waiting to step up in moments like this.
Well, will the Bulls get another chance to score? Let's see how smart Otago play this. With time ticking down, 19 seconds, Mola. Nice pass, too much! And there's a foul from Carter.
Jace Carter will pick up his 4th personal foul with that one. But what a great play by the Nuggets. They knew the Bulls were going to come out aggressive, denying things. And Jace Carter, one of the best at rotating and help side. But because he's so good at that, it also gives up things like this. He ball watches, he's really looking to help out his teammates, but the back cuts are on, and that time, Boyd Tuach capitalizing on the left side.
Well, this might be the end of the world for the Bulls, and going in their favor was that foul was pretty early in the 24 seconds. There's still 15.8 seconds to play. So Tuach now, the big free throw here from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Hasn't missed a free throw tonight. And it goes.
Almost did it to him. Big time free throws from the import just there. 61% from the Chemist Warehouse free throw line. But 100% on that trip.
Yeah, free throw shooting's been good from the Nuggets. 9 from 12 in this game, which is exactly the same number from the Bulls at 75%. Any large pizza, 20% off until next Thursday. Use that online code, Cells MVP 26. Scan that if you've got your smartphone out. 15.8 seconds to play. Otago now in front by 1. What is the play that Dan Ryan's going to cook up here? He's got options.
He has.
5 players out there have got offensive threats in them.
He has, and you know, I like to look at this Franklin Bulls squad and think about it as a 3-headed bull in the 3 guards that they have. All 3 want to step up in big moments like this. We've seen Carter Witt take over in the second half. We've seen Boyd hit some really tough shots, and we know what he can do down the stretch. And then the likes of Jace Carter and Robinson, they've just been picking up the crumbs all night and have kept them in this ball game, which has put them in the position to take it right now.
Well, this is it for the Bulls. 15.8 seconds to weave some magic. Carter. Calvin Porto. Looks like they're playing for the win. Carter Witt into Boyd. Will it be Boyd who settles it down? 5 seconds for Boyd. Oh, there's a foul with 2.3 from Mola.
Oh, they looked like they were in trouble on that set. Boyd had to run back and get it. We'll have another timeout called by head coach Dan Ryan of the Franklin Bulls. But they got out really lucky with that call just then.
Yeah, Mola just got slightly caught out of position, didn't he? And that was all she wrote, really. But Boyd has still got to nail these free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Yeah, Boyd, he's been 2 from 2 from the free throw line tonight. Shoots a percentage of 85% on the season. But it's not all over, and you know, these Nuggets players, they can get up, they can make stops happen. I'd expect them to full court press out of this. Remember, they still have their BNZ player timeout to use. They have some real heads-up players in Ethan Rusbatch and Matt Bardsley who have been in these moments before.
And there is still time to play, regardless of the outcome of these free throws. And if Boyd gets both of them, which will get the Bulls back in front by 1, Otago's still got time to go for the match winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, last 3 seconds of game, let's go. Energy up.
Well, this is a thriller in Dunedin.
When he won't shoot free throws, we stand corrected. They're not in the bonus, so it will be a drawn-out sideline play.
Yes, indeed. So Witt. Let's see what the Bulls can do here. Witt trying to get it to Kelvin Poto. It's still going to be Bulls possession. It's all to come off Mola.
It was very close to a 5-second call.
Was it what? So the Bulls lucky. Still got 3 seconds to play with here. Boyd gives it to Witt. Carter Witt for the win. Oh, Carter Witt. Big-time players come up with big-time plays at big-time moments. How about that from Carter Witt?
Wow, what a shot. Ethan Rusbatch did all he could to lock him up. But when someone is just having a night, there is not much you can do. And Carter Witt was absolutely on one today. He is our MVP pick, and deservedly so, I think, Glenn.
28 points in the game for Carter Witt at 57%. Many clutch baskets. And look at his body language now, Crystal. It's just all in a day's work for him, isn't it?
One thing I love about Carter Witt is just the poker face he plays with. I mean, he hit that shot. Most other players would take their top off and run around the gym celebrating, but he's so cool, calm and collected. Face doesn't change. Look at him shrugging it off. This is what I do.
Well, what a win for the Bulls. 94-93, the full-time score. And that was a gutsy win. They were behind for the majority of that contest. Showed great heart to stay with it. You got a feel for the Nuggets. They had that game within arm's reach for much of that contest.
I am absolutely heartbroken for the Otago Nuggets. They played a great game right down to the wire. And that shot, there was a lot of luck in it in the end.
Yeah, and now it's smile time for Carter Witt. Great job from him. Excellent performance.
What a 5th and 6th matchup we had tonight. We knew it was going to be close, Glenn, but that one really delivered right down to the last seconds. Carter Witt sitting atop all of the point scorers for this game, 28. And how about Robinson getting his double-double, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. That was a big difference for the Bulls, just getting them those extra possessions. And then on the Nuggets side, how about Tyson Thatspaesi? He deserves a shout out for his first start tonight. He ended with 15 points. And then also, Jace Carter getting his double-double. We're used to seeing that, 13 rebounds, 17 points. But for me, the Bulls starters really pulled this one out of the bag. Didn't have much contribution point scoring wise off the bench, with only 4 for them. And on the Nuggets side, they went really deep. Matthew Bardsley was great off the bench. He had 14. Zach McKenzie back to a bench role tonight, but he still had 12. Very productive for him, and 3 rebounds in that matchup. Sorry, 3 rebounds in this match tonight as well. And then the Bulls picking up steals all over the court, flying around, getting amongst it. But at the end of the day, they just stuck with it and were able to dig it out in the end.
Yeah, exactly. Big shout out to Craig Moller, who had an excellent all-round game. 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals for the Nuggets. superb all-round performance from him. But really, all the plaudits go to Carter Witt with that match-winning basket on the buzzer. Well, let's hope that match, or the quality or the excitement of this game, will be replicated in the doubleheader tomorrow, with the Phi at home to the Giants, 3 o'clock, and then the Airs hosting the Tuatara at 6:30. And then the 2 games on Sunday, the Bulls, Cockahoo, going down to Southland to play the Sharks, who are arguably still the best team in the Cells NBL at the moment. And the other game on Sunday, of course, has Otago. Can they pick themselves up as they have a tough assignment in Wellington? Well, thank you very much for watching. We hope you enjoyed the game here from Dunedin. Congratulations to the Bulls, winning a thriller, 94-93. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you for more Cells NBL tomorrow. Mā te wā.